It is Monday morning. It is time for Batwoman, Season 2, Episode 7. It's best you stop digging. And yes, let's address the obvious. There is something different about me. I got wireless headphones. Let's get into this video, shall we?
Welcome to the place to be reviews.
I was a little frustrated. Batwoman, that's just a car. Somebody's watching this show. That really annoyed me. Batwoman is still doing quite well. It doesn't even look like Batwoman.
Peter, I'm really starting to question why I'm even friends with you in the first place.
So here we go, Season 2, Episode 7. It's best you stop digging. We will finally get to some of these mysteries that we've been teased
Here on Lesbian Island.
All right, I'm done singing, I promise. But the pain is just beginning. So the kryptonite is rushing to Ryan's brain, and Mary and Little Fox are trying to help her. And while this is going on, she's having a vision of stabbing Alice to death. And then we come back, she says,
It feels like my brain is hemorrhaging.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
so in a piece of CW writing so brilliant, only Caroline Dries, somebody under her guise, could come up with it. This line is uttered by Mary.
But I'm pretty sure the kryptonite just entered her brain.
Cue it up, because here it comes.
Peter, I'm really starting to question why I'm even friends with you in the first place.
So,
We then travel to the sewers to meet with Tatiana and Alice. Ooh, and Alice presents her with Ocean, quote unquote, air quotes, corpse, and Tatiana says, I gotta admit, Alice, I didn't think you had it in you. Alice knocks her out
Then you.
and then makes her spill her guts, tell her everything, including having Sophia wiping their memories of lost love.
Here on Lesbian Island.
Then we get this throwaway scene with Sophie and Dougray Scott, Jacob Kane, as he's lamenting his career decisions, every life decision he's made that's led him to this point. Look, you can see it in his face. But they're going to go find the doctor from last episode who stole the map that was disguised as Napier's painting. So we go back to Alice in the sewer, and she's kind of roughing up Tatiana. She's got her handcuffed to a pipe, and I'm not gonna lie, seeing these two rough each other up a little bit, not a bad thing. I mean, one of the highlights of the episode. I mean, let's be honest, it's more interesting than our flashback to Lesbian Island, where Tatiana tells Alice about the night she arrived there and how Sophia saw something in her. That's why she steered her towards Ocean, have Ocean train her how to fight and channel her rage, because, you know, Sophia here on Lesbian Island she's like the little pirate queen. And Sophia, look at how fucking short she is compared to Alice. But yeah, this is the first time Ocean laid eyes on Alice, and he ends up training her. Tatiana tells Alice that you two hated each other. That's why nobody expected you two to be boning. So back at the Batcave, as Little Fox and Mary discuss the fact that Ryan's circulatory system is failing, her bone marrow is disintegrating, but Ryan is a strong, black, independent lesbian who lives in a van down by the river, but now in a deluxe apartment above the gay bar. So it'll take more than fucking kryptonite to stop her. So Ryan takes off in the Batmobile like a strong, independent lesbian would.
that's just a car.
Again, we rejoin Alice in her inquisition of Tatiana down in the sewers. Still no sign of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Master Splinter, or the Terradrome, Shredder, Krang, none of them. But this scene, as I've captured it here, really mirrors something I watched on Cinemax late night teenager. It's just the screen caps. No, it's just the screen caps. We're talking about Lesbian Island. And then we, of course, get to see Alice nerf Ocean, which is par for the course here because, you know, CW, Woman, all that.
Scissor me timber.
Tatiana then fills Alice in on the fact that nobody, including Sophia, suspected her and Ocean of boning because they hated each other. Considering we're here on Lesbian Island, the home of the diminutive pirate queen, she wanted Alice because they're
The lesbian!
and she couldn't have her. This incensed her. So here's our strong, independent Batwoman driving down the expressway, weaving in and out of traffic in the Batmobile, all while probably having a fucking brain aneurysm due to the kryptonite that's inside of her. Then in some of the wonkiest special effects that this show has ever seen. We see her dead mom's Force ghost in the passenger seat of the Batmobile. Then after our Force ghost sighting, we go to Angelique's apartment where she's tidying up for the night, and we see Ryan make a half-ass superhero landing on the balcony as she's going to see her boo. Because, well...
Yeah, Caesar!
Then we're taken to Angelique's apartment because, well, we haven't seen Angelique in her Charisma Void episode as it has been. So Ryan is questioning her, and she's talking to her like she doesn't have the bat suit on, and Angelique just looks puzzled, and Ryan is just in a bad way. And she has no eyeliner on. They never put any on her, so you can clearly tell who the fuck it is by her face or jawline. And like I said, these two are
The lesbian!
So I would fully expect Angelina especially to know what her jawline looked like.
Why?
So at this point, Angelique's little friend for the evening decides to make an entrance dressed in like a little panda bear robe, and Ryan does not look impressed. I, on the other hand, was a little bit intrigued because, well, let's be honest, maybe I just wanted to see a little bit of...
Yeah, scissor me, Allison!
So Angelique tells Sexy Panda to go recuse herself from the situation, and then we are treated to a little scene where Ryan is threatening Angelique to take her down to the cops, and Angelique just gets to drop on Ryan, and well, this happens. And then Dumb and Dumber show up on the scene. Of course, I'm talking about Little Fox and Mary, as they have been tracking Ryan, and they knew she went to Angelique's apartment. And the one time that the fucking GCPD actually shows up when something happened, they inexplicably show up here as Little Fox sees the ghetto bird hovering in the sky. In what can best be described as a rejected scene from the Benny Hill show, Dumb and Dumber take Batwoman and throw her in the back of Luke's SUV, or Little Fox's SUV as I should say. And then they proceed to sit there and argue about who is going to drive the Batmobile. And of course, Little Fox relents because he's a bitch-ass cuck and lets Mary drive it for some ungodly known reason.
Is this true? Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Mary explains to Little Fox she's about to give Ryan this cocktail of drugs, and why wouldn't it work? Mary has Jesus blood. Why wouldn't she be able to mix some normal pharmaceuticals up to stop a kryptonite infection from spreading to Ryan's brain and killing her? And Little Fox looks confused and stupid as usual. So Alice is still performing the Inquisition on Tatiana in the sewer, and she just wants to give her something to drink, put something in her mouth. I don't know.
The lesbian!
So after Alice and Tatiana play high... Oh, never mind. Alice is still performing the Lesbian Inquisition in the sewer, and Tatiana tells her about when Alice went to the island, how Sophia told her that the island was magic because women fled their abusive husbands to go there. Their abusive husbands followed them there. The women were entrenched. The men came. The women and the men had a battle. Of course, the women won, but many of them were killed. And the woman's blood is the thing that makes the desert rose grow, because on the battlefield where all the womens and men died, the woman's blood caused the desert rose to grow, and it caused the Jesus blood, and it's the cure-all for everything. And then Alice gets Tatiana to admit she's in love with Sophia the lesbian pirate, and we have an aha Alice moment. So let's go to Garnick Industries and watch Jacob, Dougray Scott, who looks sad as always in every scene he's in, and Sophie, our misused, underutilized lesbian this season, as they are raiding Garnick Industries looking for the map to Lesbian Island, and then Jacob decides to have a poorly timed conversation with Sophie about Mary and her super secret underground clinic that nobody knows about, but everybody knows about, and he questions Sophie, asks, did you know about this? She says, yes, I did. And then Jacob gets a little upset. Oh, am I the only one that doesn't know about this stuff? And it's like, yes, do, Gray Scott, because nobody fucking cares, because you're just a sad human being at this point.
The end is nigh. The end is nigh. F***ing run away. The end is nigh.
Jacob and Sophie find Dr. Asshole from last week, the one that stole the map with his merry band of idiots, and their entire staff is dead in their conference room as a result of Sophia, the lesbian pirate from Lesbian Island's goon squad, coming back to procure the map, but it turns out they just burned the map because they don't need to know where their home is.
Are you fucking high?
So Mary has Ryan back in the Bat Cave, and she's tending to the kryptonite wound on her shoulder from the shotgun blast, and Ryan is insistent on getting justice for her mom and Mary's mom, Catherine Hamilton, because of Alice, and she needs the map, and Mary tells her, you're hurt, and Ryan says, I'm a woman, I'm a black, strong woman, don't tell me what to do, and Mary is at a loss, and Ryan's like, why we have to kill Alice? She's questioning the no-kill code. So Mary turns around and decides to text Sophie, and she's like,
Oh my god, we really need that map right now. If you could get it, that'd be crazy.
Sophie's looking at the text going,
Bitch, you think I don't know we need that goddamn map right now? What the hell's wrong with you, Mary? Who the you think you're talking to? Boo-boo the fool?
You're both pieces of shit. Yeah, I can prove it mathematically. Actually, let me grab my whiteboard.
So as Tweedledum and Tweedledummer are looking around the office for this map because it was in a very distinguishable kind of case or container, Jacob finds it, of course.
Bingo.
I love this look on Sophie's face, especially because she's like,
Oh my god, Jacob, you found the map. You're actually not fucking completely worthless after all. You stupid cisgender heterosexual white male pig.
and then Do Gray Scott has his moment of triumph, his moment in the sun. He's found the map. He can finally go rescue his long-lost lesbian daughter, Kate, from Lesbian Pirate Island. He opens up the container of the map, goes to remove the contents, and it's nothing but a pile of ashes on the desk. And I love it because he looks in the end like a little kid looks in a milk carton to see if there's any milk left in it. And here we get the title of the episode from Sophia.
It's best you stop digging, Sophia.
And in a brilliant piece of acting, Do Gray Scott channels his own hatred of this show and anger into an amazing outburst that sums my feelings up for this show perfectly.
Son of a bitch!
And in this moment, Do Gray Scott proceeds to break down as Jacob Kane because he knows in his heart of heart and his head that he is still contractually obligated to appear in this dumpster fire of woke, horrible television. And Sophie's like, Then we'll rejoin Alice and Ocean back on Lesbian Island as they're sitting and talking and sitting, having feelings on Lesbian Island. But see, this is before Alice was one of the lesbians because she had feelings for Ocean at this point, which the lesbian pirate Sophia wiped from both their memories through hypnosis by, what's her name, Enigma, I believe is the character's name, which you see him holding hands here, like I said. But this gets back to Sophia because, of course, Tatiana, who we got Alice, made her admit that she's in love with her, sees these two getting a little bit freaky, getting it on the beach down here in front of the fire. And like I said, Tatiana's jealous because she loves Sophia. Sophia loves Alice. Alice loves Ocean. They're all fucking lesbians. What the fuck is this show doing? They're just sitting, talking, fucking, I don't know.
So, I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
So Mary gets a text from Sophie, and it's like,
Oh my god, the map is gone, Z. Sophia's guys got here first. I am so super duper sorry, Mary. You should totally call your dad. He's crying like a bitch. And Mary's like, oh my god, Ryan, what are you doing out of bed? You should be in bed.
This scene was so poorly acted and executed on both of their parts. I really have no faith left in Javicia Leslie's acting because Mary's imploring her to recover, get some recuperation time, and Ryan says, I need to kill Alice because, Ryan, I'm a victim. And Mary tells her the map is gone, and Javicia Leslie threatens Mary. She says,
I'll go through you if you don't give me the Batmobile.
Because this is the way you get over. You threaten a small Asian girl who is not a fighter. She runs a super secret underground clinic that nobody knows about, but everybody knows about, and she's been treating your kryptonite wound.
You fucking idiot!
Because that's what heroes do.
So back in the Ninja Turtles lair, in the sewers, Alice is telling Tatiana, here's Ocean's body. You can take him back to Sophia, yada, yada, yada. And Tatiana's like, well, this is what happened. This is what Sophia did to you on Lesbian Island. She had Enigma, the hypnotist, come in and take your memories away. When she found out that Ocean had the Desert Rose and he was going to escape, Alice shoved it in her boot when she was exiled, so she had it with her, and nobody seemed to check her to see if she had it.
Tatiana was like, "Meh, can I kill her now so you can be my lesbian queen, Sophia? You short midget fucking lesbian. Can you be my queen so we can..."
Yeah, scissor.
So Ryan is looking for Alice and this heat signature from this laboratory, and of course she's up on top of the building. We see the use of the night vision or infrared, and Ocean says goodbye to Alice. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out, you crazy bitch. Ryan locks onto the heat signature, which just so happens to be exactly where Alice is currently. So of course, Batwoman, Ryan kicks the door up and is like, do you know who I am? And Alice is like, I don't really fucking care who you are. You're some shitty actress they got because you checked a box. And Ryan's like, no, you killed my mom. And then for the second time this episode, Ryan's dumbass basically gives away her secret identity as Batwoman, because she just straight up unmasks in front of Alice and shows who she really is.
It's me, Austin!
And then Ryan's all like, you killed my mom, you bitch, you're evil, blah, blah, blah. And Alice is all like, I really don't care, I'm fucking crazy, and I'm just on this show for a paycheck, so fuck you. And then Alice beats Ryan up a little bit before Ryan eventually gets the upper hand. And then Ryan gets control of Alice, and like I said, she has a good chokehold on her there. And we get to see some great facial expressions that are kind of like the ones I watch on The Hub. I mean, look at Alice's face here. That is the look of sheer like, oh my God. And same with Ryan. She's like, oh, that's so big. I can't believe I'm actually a lesbian. No, but Ryan gets freaked out because she sees her mom's Force Ghost again. And then lets Alice just fucking go.
So
Jacob Kane is in his office having a drink, checking his Tinder account, sees nobody wants anything to do with him because he's on Batwoman. Sophie walks in. He's like, hey, how about you, Soph? And she's like, no, I'm a lesbian. Remember how I used to be, banging your daughter? And he's like, oh, yeah, that's right. You used to bang my lesbian daughter. Well, they're both lesbians, I guess. And my stepdaughter runs a super secret underground clinic. Fuck me, right? How many times in one episode can we have people just sitting and talking and sitting and talking, having feelings? This is ridiculous. This is not a superhero show at this point. It's a generic garbage tier soap opera. Tatiana pulls up as Alice is waiting for her because they're getting ready to go back to Lesbian Island and see the 4-foot-tall pirate queen. Alice is like, hey, looking for a good time? Come on, let me get in. And Tatiana's like, bitch, just get in the fucking car. You already took my lesbian. What more can you take from me?
Yeah, scissor.
Ryan wakes up in the Batcave, and you can tell she's a little worse for the wear. Luke Fox, Little Fox, is giving her hell about, well, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have went out there. You shouldn't have let Alice go. Why'd you let her? She's like, look, you're a male. I'm a woman. We're both black, but I'm a black woman, and I'm a lesbian, so I check more boxes than you. You better shut your damn mouth. And Little Fox is like, all right, I'm a bitch. And Mary's like, well, since you put a tracker in Alice, that means, and Ryan's like, yeah, we can go to Lesbian Island. Luke's like, yeah, why the fuck not? I'm an idiot. I got nothing else to do. And Ryan's like, that's right, because I'm a victim, and I'm powerful, and I check boxes.
Peter, I'm really starting to question why I'm even friends with you in the first place.
So that's it. This episode was complete garbage. This is one of the worst episodes that they've had all season, and I cannot wait until later on today so I can give you guys the ratings tonight. I'm going to have some Twitter fun. I'm already finding people on Twitter, and oh yeah, my outfit changed since I started filming this. I'm surprised I even acknowledged that, but it's all good in the hood. We have a great show tonight. Holy hell. You've got them still trying to bring Kate Kane back into this show. Like, this show cannot carry its own weight without Ruby Rose in the lead, which is pathetic considering how bad her recent 3 films she's been in. I don't buy Ruby Rose in any role. She said, I'll be willing to come back as Kate Kane, but not Batwoman, because I don't want to take the focus or the spotlight off Ryan Wilder. And her performance is so bad. Like, this show, I can't wait until next season when they recast the lead again. Oh my God. You guys, I'm having so much fun enjoying this show, even though I hate it. I've spent 7 or 8 hours working on this video total now. writing the review, watching the episode a couple times. So yeah, do Gray Scott, my heart goes out to you. You're horrible in this show. You're terrible. Your character sucks. Yeah, just give up, man. Just give up. Just violate that contract and just quit. Save yourself. Rachel Skarsten, keep chewing the scenery. Javicia Leslie, I would seriously just consider quitting. This show's going to tank your career, what you had of one. Like I said, and I've never said anything bad about you as a person, but your acting can't outdo the bad writing here. So that's it, guys. Do all the YouTube things. Come back tonight. Check us out, 8:30 Eastern. Myself, Tony Tonedeaf, Fanzine, Enter the Unfamiliar. I'm Itepo Kuni, the place to be reviews. I've been here with all of yous. And remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.